Yeah, rough start to that drive. Incompletion on first down. Kind of waste that 2-minute warning. It's 2:02, 3-second play, incomplete. Your 2nd and 10 is like kind of a waste of a stopped clock. Basically a timeout. And then the next play, held the ball too long, tried to throw it away. Sack, fumble could have been bad. Our guys got on it. So, we're sitting there in 3rd and, 21. 3rd and 21. Not really where you want to be to start a 2-minute drive to go win the game. But just guys in the huddle, like never lost faith, didn't flinch. Right back to the huddle, next play. It didn't really matter what happened. And just that belief that we have in one another. We've been on the wrong side of these a lot, and it's cool to see, even though that's happened a lot, that we still have never lost faith, always trusted one another, and it felt good to be on the other side of this one.
Trevor, could you just talk a little bit about the locker room celebration, just the euphoria of the way this game was won against a playoff opponent, and what that might do for the confidence of this team going forward?
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, it feels great. Like I said after the game, you put in so much work, and to win the games like that, it's an awesome feeling. Nothing like it. It's super cool. And like I said, though, we've been on the other side, so we understand what that feels like too. And I think we're just appreciative of where we are, how far we've come, kind of what's in front of us still. And like we said, it's a new season once we got back from the bye week, and you can't win 7 games till you win 1. We had to start today, and obviously there was some adversity, and we had to battle through it, and we just found a way, and it was incredible.
Okay, when the play had ended, did you really, and the way you saw the throw go toward the end zone, did you really think that Marvin was going to get it, not only catch it but get his feet down?
When I let it go?
Yeah.
I knew I put it in a spot where he'd have a chance at it. Obviously, Marcus Peters is a great corner. He's a great player. So, you just put it up where Marvin can go make a play. That's a guy. We've made throws and catches like that for the past 2 years, countless times, whether it's in the games, in practice. Never to win the game like that, but it's the same thing. So you just put it up where he has a chance to go get it, and he made a great play.
Did you lobby to go for 2, or did you just wait for the coach's decision?
I was actually trying to figure out. We didn't know if they rolled it a touchdown. They rolled it a touchdown, but we didn't know if they were going to overturn it or not. So we were talking about our 2-point play, possibly talking about maybe kicking the PAT, and then we were also talking about if we didn't get it, what are our next plays at the end zone, because we only had, I think, 14 seconds left. So it's like a lot going on, and then they said we got it, and coach looked at me and said, we're going for 2, and I wasn't sure before that what we were going to do, and just that trust that he has in us. And like I said, we've been in that situation a lot and haven't always got it done, and just for him to keep trusting us, keep trusting me and our offense, it was big for us.
Trevor, talk about the last 14 seconds after you make that happen and take the lead. And, of course, Tucker is maybe one of the most reliable players in all of the NFL. And what's the emotion like as you're watching that kick go through the air?
Yeah, not the guy you want kicking a last-second field goal on you, that's for sure. I thought, obviously our defense did a good job getting the guy down as early as we could. Obviously, that's a tough situation. You can't give up a chunk play. But you also don't want to give up too many yards to give him a chance. And I thought they did a good job executing that. And thankfully, there wasn't enough time for them to run another play to possibly call a timeout and get more yards. So it was perfect. And I was a little nervous when before the kick, I didn't think he was going to make it. But then when it was up in the air, it was going. And it just kept carrying. And I was watching the goalpost to see which one crossed first. And I don't know how short it was, but it was close. So. A little nervous there.
With all the stops that they were making, your defense was making in the red zone today. Yeah. Talk about their performance and how much it make you have to want to win this more because of that.
That's just what good teams do. What great defenses do. They kept us in the game. If you go back and watch the game, and they kept us in it. We had a couple. I think we had 3 or 4 3-and-outs. Weren't playing well in the third quarter, and they just kept holding. Just field goals, hold them to field goals, and keeping us in the game. And then finally, we had an opportunity, or finally put a successful drive together. Early in the fourth quarter, went down and scored, got us back in it, and then I think right after that they had the fumble. So fumble, we kick the field goal, take the lead, and then from there it's just, all right, we got the lead, we're gonna do whatever we have to do to go win this thing. And then obviously they had that drive, went and scored, and we knew as an offense, defense has had our back all day. We got to go respond, and we got to be the ones to go win the game. And it was a good feeling to be able to do it.
Trevor, you've talked about maintaining your confidence throughout all of this. But when you do something like that, the way it unfolded, that's got to be a little bit of a boost for you. Yeah.
I guess so. You know, it's yeah. I mean, it feels good. I mean, I'm really proud of this group. I'm proud of myself. You know, we've been through a lot here in the past 2 years and just battled through the adversity, and it's a good feeling. But I mean, I've said it before. I'm the same guy. I've always been this guy, and you know, I haven't always played my best every week, and that's going to happen sometimes. But I really love the direction that this offense, this team's heading, and we feel really good about who we are. And you know, I'm the same guy. So.
Trevor, why do you think Zay was able to be as open as he was, and moreover, for him to catch that 2-point conversion, what did that mean to you into this offense?
Just, you know, some of our best players making plays when you got to make them, and that's what it is. And you know, coach, like I said, coach trusted us to go make the play. Obviously, either you win or you lose on that play, and he trusted us to go win the game. And you know, a lot of teams, a lot of coaches would have kicked that, gone to overtime, and he made that decision to trust us and go win it. And I think knowing that, we're in the huddle like there's no doubt we're going to score right here or get the 2-point conversion. And, you know, Zay ran a good route. He's the guy. We felt great about that play, you know, kind of been cooking it up and just executed great. It was a great catch by him.
For you guys, one more from me. With Travis going down, if you could just kind of reflect on JaMychal, Snoop getting some more carries and what their performance said about their play.
Just guys being ready, you know, asked to do a lot of different things. Obviously, going into each week, where we're at now, you kind of expect Travis to get the bulk of the carries, and then something happens and he goes down early in the game, and those guys just being ready to play. I mean, JaMychal having a great touchdown catch early, made some big plays down the stretch, some tough runs. Snoop had some tough runs. Just guys being ready. That's what it takes. You know, you're not always going to have all your guys. It's a physical game. Stuff's going to happen, and guys got to step up, and they were able to do that today, and really proud of them and our whole offense.
With Travis, he was running and doing some cutting late in the first half and in the second half. Doug said that he could have played, but he didn't want to risk it. Did you have an opportunity to talk with him, get any sense of how healthy he was?
Yeah, I mean, he looked okay. I don't want to speak on that because I'm not really sure. I haven't talked to him a lot after the games. You know, we were all kind of celebrating, hanging out. I hadn't really talked to him, but I think he's feeling pretty good. I'm not really sure. Saw him on the sideline, and I just told him he'd be smart. You know, kind of like we talked about. We got the guys to get it done. Obviously, we need Travis. He's a great player and helps us, but at the same time, be smart. You know, we need you for the long haul too. So.
I know a couple of the guys in the locker room were talking about, especially Christian mentioned Doug's post-game speech to you guys and talking about players versus plays. If you could just elaborate on that and what that kind of speaks to as far as Doug's confidence in you guys and what this team is about.
That's just, you know, that's what the game comes down to. You know, I've had a lot of coaches now, and the last 2 years, that's what you hear from everyone because it's true. It's about players, not plays. You know, everybody runs, for the most part, everybody runs the same plays. You know, it's about players making plays when you have to make them, and it was cool to see how many different guys had to make plays today to give us a chance to win, especially on that last drive, whether it's Christian, Zay, Marv, JaMychal, whoever. You know, it's a bunch of guys had to make plays to go win this game, and I think that gives us a lot of confidence moving forward.
Did you have a favorite throw today, one that stood out to you? Because it seemed like you had 7 or 8 that were.
Yeah, I mean, that one on 4th down, I think on the second to last drive to Zay on their sideline. Mm-hmm. That's a play that we've worked and weren't sure exactly what they were going to do coverage-wise, and it's kind of a nuanced route, and we were just on the same page. Put it over top of the corner, and you know he made a great play, ran a great route, and put it in the right spot. So that was a cool one. Yeah. All right, thank you all.